How to change your beliefs while manifesting. Hey guys, hope you're well. And in this video, I want to talk about one of the most talked about topics in the manifestation community, which is how to change your beliefs. So I will be going into detail with several topics in this video. I will be talking about why beliefs are important, what are beliefs, how to change these beliefs, and how are they affecting your manifestation journey. So stay till the end. I will be giving you step-by-step instructions on how to change these beliefs. So let's just get into it. So first of all, let's start by understanding what are beliefs and why are they important when we are discussing the topic of manifestation. So beliefs in simple language are the things that we think about ourselves or the world, or beliefs are the stories that we have developed about ourselves or the world in some way, shape or form. Now these can be personal stories or these can be stories about specific topics of our life. What this means is I can have specific beliefs when it comes to relationships, money, health, career, wealth, things like that. Or I can just have general beliefs about myself. I can consider myself a wealthy individual, a strong individual, a loveless individual, or someone who's always loved, someone who's always cherished, someone who's always chosen, things like that. So my beliefs will always have different magnitudes involved, right? It does not necessarily mean that if you have good beliefs in one area that you will have good beliefs in other areas. But it means that once you are starting to work on one area of your life, other areas will always positively affect from it. So working on your beliefs is super crucial because once you start working on even one, other areas start getting affected from it and other areas start getting better from it. Now, we all have a belief system, right? Think about this as if you're wearing glasses and these glasses have particular lenses, right? Let's say these lenses are black. So the whole world that you see in front of you will have a shade of black in it. Let's say these lenses are red. I had these red glasses. The whole world around me started to feel red. Now, I will not be specifically saying that this is red or this is not. I would just be viewing as everything as red, right? That is called the map of the world that I see the world from. Now, my map of the world would be influenced, highly influenced, and would actually be made by the beliefs that I have had. Now, how do we form these beliefs and where do they actually come from? Our beliefs are usually made and actually are formed in our childhood. As we are growing up, we need to adapt. We need to adapt and we adapt by learning from surroundings around us. Some things that we learn are beneficial for us. Some things that we learn are not beneficial for us. Just like many other things, you have a particular accent, right? You have a particular way of speaking. You have your mother tongue. You have a particular way of eating. You have particular foods that you like. These are all influenced by where you grew up, right? And people that you grew up with also had these beliefs that were influenced from where they grew up. Now, of course, there are always going to be people just like you right now who is listening to this video and trying to change it, who in the middle of their life will try to see that, you know what, these beliefs aren't serving me, so I need to change them. But there are always people who will never do that, who will consistently just run their whole life on autopilot and eventually see themselves end up in a position where they will be a slave to their beliefs. That's how we form our beliefs and that's how our beliefs come. We see situations, we learn from them, we adapt accordingly, and that becomes our map of the world. Why is it important to change your beliefs and why is it important to even talk about this? The reason that it is important to talk about this and the reason that it is important to change them is because your beliefs affect your manifestations. Your beliefs will always play a very huge role in your manifestation process. I will explain it to you with the set of an example. So let's say there is a person, let's call her Lisa, right? Now, let's say Lisa comes from a belief where she does not like her physical appearance and maybe she has been bullied in the past because of her physical appearance. So Lisa in her own self will have two qualities, right? And I'm not saying that this would be for all people who will go through similar circumstances. I'm saying that this is the case with Lisa, right? So Lisa will have a higher chance of accepting some shittier behavior from people. A big reason being because from her childhood, the way that she has been treated, and let's say she has been bullied and like her color has been pointed out or whatever the reason is, her physical appearance has been pointed out. Lisa has seen behavior around her which has taught her that this kind of behavior is fine, right? The second thing is because Lisa also comes from an underconfident place, she herself will feel that I deserve lesser. So she would be ignorant to a lot of red flags that other people will offer, but also she would think that even the things that she's considering normal will come from her self concept, which is coming from a low place, right? Now, how this belief system will affect Lisa is that when someone will come in Lisa's life and will start treating her a particular way, Lisa will slightly be naive towards that. And she will accept some poor behavior from that person because in her mind, that is normal behavior. She might even have a bigger chance of pedestalizing when someone treats her right, right? And if Lisa tries to manifest love in her life, she would have difficulties when it comes to something like this because she has beliefs opposite to that. This is just one example out of thousands that I can give where your beliefs will always affect your life. I have also had thousands and thousands of beliefs in my life that have not served me. They have been in relation to money, they have been in relation to love, they have been in relation to relationships, and they have not served me. So this is how our beliefs affect our life. A good question that people ask me is that how can I identify my beliefs? How can I identify which beliefs are serving me and which beliefs are not serving me? A small activity that you can do that can help you identify your limiting beliefs. This is what we call them, limiting beliefs. A small activity that you can do that can help you get closer to identifying them is that you can genuinely ask yourself, what is my first perception when I think about a topic? So when I think about relationships, what is my first perception? Do I feel that relationships are difficult? When I think about love, do I feel that love is scarce? When I think about men, do I think that men are cheaters? When I think about women, do I feel that women are going to cheat on me or are going to leave me? What are my first perceptions? First. Secondly, a person who has what I want, would they think this thing that I'm thinking about this particular situation? So is their belief system, or at least what I can comprehend from what I know about them, do they really think about these things the same way that I do? Asking yourself these questions in detail will help you identify what your belief system is, will help you identify what you truly believe about these things, right? A good idea would be to make a list, take a piece of paper, write down and make some columns. The first column should, and this is an activity that I give in my self-concept course. I'm not going to again tell you guys about the like the last few days of discount. I have already talked about it in my last video, so you can check it out. But because I'm going to upgrade the course in a few days, I'm going to upgrade it on the 7th. So if you want to buy it before that, this is the perfect time. And even after 7th, if you want to buy it, I'm not going to increase the price by a lot. Although I'm adding a great activity in it, so you guys will benefit a lot from that. So you can check the offer out and everything. And even if you buy it after 7th, it's still a pretty good deal. So you can check accordingly. But here I have a template that I give to people where I help them write down the old me, the old beliefs, the actions that come from those, the perceptions that come from those, and the boundaries that you need to have. So you can write it down. You can write down what the old belief system is. What are the actions that you are taking based on the old belief system? What are the boundaries that you are taking accordingly? And what are the beliefs that you have and perceptions that you have accordingly? Which will help you identify your old belief system. So how to change your beliefs and how to actually get into a place where it can be a permanent solution. Changing your beliefs requires a lot of introspection. First, you need to be very good at understanding what these beliefs are. And if you're focusing on the core beliefs or the branches of these beliefs, I have a video on branch beliefs. You can just search on YouTube, branch beliefs, manifesting_better, and you will find the video that I'm talking about, where I talk about branch beliefs, and you can consider it from there. But understanding if this is a branch or this is a core belief will be very helpful. After you have identified, a good way to start is to write down the new beliefs that you want, right? These can be anything, but start with the basics. I feel good enough. I feel worthy. I feel loved. I feel cherished. I feel abundant. Just write the basics down. After you have written down the basics, write after that the kind of actions that you would take if you had these beliefs in your life. Also, you can write down what are the actions that I wouldn't take if I have these beliefs in my life. Then you can write down what are the boundaries that I would necessarily put into place if I had these beliefs firmly intact in my life. If these beliefs are permanent, stuck, and constant in my life, what are the actions that I would take? What are the boundaries that I would have? Then on a slow and steady basis, you can start applying these things in your daily life. Now I know it's easier said than done, and I know that it takes time. But start from very core basic beliefs. Once you start from that perspective, you will realize how easy it becomes to solidify these beliefs. The issue is that people give up too quickly. This one statement that I keep telling myself, and I've heard this from I think a lot of people, this has been stuck in my mind. I don't exactly know the first time I heard it from, but the statement was, I cannot lose if I do not quit. That's the kind of perspective that you need to follow. That I cannot lose if I do not quit. If I do not quit changing my belief system, if I do not quit working on myself, it would be impossible for me to lose. Just having that perspective when you're going into something like this would be really helpful, because these beliefs can be ingrained in your life for a long time. So just trying to change them can also be a tiring process, but it's a worth it process. So I hope this video helps you, and I hope that you are able to apply these things in your life on a daily basis and you get the benefits from them. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share if you like the video. The link for my one-on-one coaching, my self-help courses, and my free newsletter are in the description box below.